welcome to the episode of Flicks and Kicks.
What up?
You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna have us a little reaction of what happened, my man.
Happened where?
Well, apparently there was something in Florida that happened.
What happened? Another hurricane? There wasn't a hurricane, right?
Nah, man. See, listen, bro. It was the national championship of college football.
Oh, so it was a hurricane. Miami.
Yes, sir.
But that hurricane did not hit Impact since they did lose.
Well, you know, it was a small,
hurricane.
hurricane.
Yeah, on one scale. It was a great game, though, for sure.
They did fight.
They fought in home field, too, you know. It's always cool to see the team that's hosting the Natty actually make it there.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been cooler to see it win, but and play out that way.
Well, okay, all right. Before we go anything, let's just break down of what happened. So basically, we had number 1 Indiana
with Heisman quarterback Fernando Mendoza,
with number 10 ranked Miami Hurricanes,
Rough Riders,
who had a battle the whole way of getting into the Natty.
I mean, so they started off their run on the road at A&M.
Well, we gotta say they started off by barely even getting in. You get in, and they're doing this.
They played up to the potential when they got it, because Miami was always that team. If they put everything together, they absolutely could be playing at the end. And in the playoffs, they did. They manhandled the physical A&M team. They outplayed the defending national champions, Ohio State. Then they beat a red-hot Ole Miss on their way to the Natty. So you can argue they had the most impressive run to the championship out of the field. Well, it's only out of 2 teams. There's only 2 teams made the Natty.
Yeah.
But you can argue their path there, even though Indiana's was more dominant, Miami's was more impressive in terms of degree of difficulty.
Exactly. I mean, all right, so how you want to break down on this first? What are you thinking, my man? Because there's a lot to get into about this.
For sure. You want to start from the Indiana side first.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to be honest with you. The thing about how this would kind of affect Indiana, I kind of want to see what their intention is this next coming season.
Because now, they're the hunted.
Well, it's not just that, but they're going to have young guys coming in now.
And how do you deal with success, too?
Well, I think the coach,
Kirsten Nagy. I have no doubt about Kirsten Nagy.
Yeah, he's a guy that can get the players going.
But you said it best. They're going to be a little younger. A lot of their team came with him from JMU. It was a lot of it was a lot of running jokes, but it was a lot of 5th to 6th year guys that are now graduating off to the NFL, like Sarad.
Yep.
You know, guys like that. A lot of their defense, D'Angelo Pons, Pitbull at corner. He is. A lot of those guys are probably going to be gone.
And also, you lose your backup quarterback.
You lose both your quarterbacks.
I mean, let's be honest.
Projected number 1 pick Mendoza and his brother, who just transferred to Georgia Tech, Alberto Mendoza.
Also, speaking of that, you want to know something crazy?
What?
The bigger brother comes into Indiana, takes his little brother's job, because his younger brher was actually there first.
He was there first? Nah,
he was there first.
I assumed he was with him at Cal and just rolled.
Nope.
Damn.
Someone actually told me that, bro, and I was like, there's no way. Your older brother is like, you know what, let me just go and take your job real quick.
That's crazy.
And then not only that, won a Heisman and a Natty.
Damn, he completely overshadowed Lil Bro.
Why do you think he left?
Damn, he's like, man, I'm going to be my brother's shadow forever.
Yep.
And like, once you dig more into Fernando's story, you just respect dude, bro. Like, does he come off a little cringy, a little Tim Tebow-esque? Yes. But does he also come off as someone who's disciplined and all about ball? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You saw in interviews, dude talked about, I don't have a girlfriend because I would give her too much of my time. I need to focus on football and making it to the NFL. I live 5 minutes from the facility, and times where she may want to go on a dinner date, that would take away time from hitting film. I respect him.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, if I was in his position with that NIL money and being QB1 at a big school,
where the who's it?
Dude,
yes, sir.
Come on, man. With NIL money?
Hey, man, come on now. Pulling up in my Bentley, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Bentley, Corvette. How about it like that? Corvette. Come on, man.
Oh, no. I mean, you ain't telling a lie about that one.
Let's be real. 95% of D1 quarterbacks They outside.
Hey man, they got some situations.
Of course, multiple.
You know what I'm saying?
If not one, of course.
Well, I mean, obviously you got different some in different states.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What, baby? We going global.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you pulling a future out here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you have the resources, the status. Most quarterbacks, they don't have the maturity or discipline to say, let me chill on the girls.
You're talking about some 18-year-olds.
18.
Come on now.
That's what I'm saying. 18 to 21, 20. Come on, bro. Like, that's natural. That's normal. But Mendoza, he was locked in. He said, nah, man, I'm putting all that to the side. I'm putting all that fun into digging into this film study and studying my opponents. And we see where that led to. Heisman, projected #1 pick, championship. The first team to go 16-0 from the 8. We've had undefeated teams. 16-0. That hasn't been done in decades.
And winning Indiana first
ever.
Oh my goodness! I mean, there is so many accolades that he knocked off.
Literally, it begs the question. Before we dig into, of course, where they rank historically, how did they get it done against this physical Miami team? Because Miami, they punched them in the mouth early a little bit. The way their defense was flying around, they sacked Mendoza like 4 or 5 times. They were getting at him.
But the thing that was really surprising. Now, not for me, because I kind of was talking about this before. Miami cannot start slow. You cannot start slow with this team. This team doesn't make many mistakes.
They don't beat themselves.
This game, they actually made more mistakes than they made all year. That's the surprising part.
Miami forced them. It reminded me of 2007 when the Giants were playing that undefeated Patriots team, where they just whooped their ass at the line of scrimmage. Miami was whooping their ass at the line of scrimmage. They were defensively.
I would say, defensively, they were still able to run the ball.
They got some chunk run plays.
Yeah, because they were able to do that. But what they were doing to counter that was a lot of the RPOs and quick throws.
Oh yeah, I saw over 90% of the throws were RPOs. They wanted to get the ball out. Anytime they held the ball, Miami's pass rush feasted. They could not block them.
So I mean, and that's what the one thing I was telling my manager. I'm like, hey, bro. The main thing that you gotta worry about with these people is they're gonna get the ball off quick.
They are.
And he was saying, hey man, Mendoza has a slow release, which from on film it kind of did.
A little bit, yeah, and it got him in trouble a couple times with those pass rushes.
Exactly.
Ruben Bain, projected top 10 pick, was wrecking havoc.
Exactly, but when your corners are playing 10 yards off,
too much cushion
with RPOs.
Miami played cushion at that. They ended up bringing the corners a little closer.
But that's when they started running the ball.
Yeah,
because it's basically. I don't know if you saw the commentators what they're saying, but it was basically if the corner is off, you're throwing to the wide receiver. If he's in, you're running the ball.
Yep. Personnel adjusted to what coverage you basically threw at him.
Exactly, which was honestly kind of impressive. When you're undersized that much at the O-line, and you're still able to kind of control what you can do. That was
impressive. And you could tell Miami wanted to set the tone. They were hitting Mendoza late. Man, a bloody lip.
I was just about to say, he was getting bullied.
Even Kurt said, they're doing some late hits out there. Some of those should be targeting, but they ain't calling it.
Well, I mean, this is one of those where...
play physical.
Exactly. You know, it's clear these guys were oversized.
For sure.
So you're going to...
Flew around.
Exactly. It's kind of hard to just be like, all right, every time you touch them, it's a flag.
That's
Come
what
on
I'm saying.
Now.
But
so I'm glad they held the flags on a lot of them.
Indiana, they did what they did all year. And when they were in tight games, they made the winning plays on both sides of the field. That 4th and 5 QB run, even...
in the fourth quarter?
Yep. And even before Miami got the ball back, the back shoulder clutch throws they made to get in field goal range.
Whoever was 24 for Miami,
24
respectfully, game, you're going to have to either retire or just go to another school.
24 was going through it, bro, with those back shoulders.
Hey, man, that brother was taking off his belt saying, that man was pulling a Boondocks from Granddad.
You hard-headed, huh? Oh, my God.
I mean, this brother was getting
It felt like
torched.
every big play was on him.
Yes.
It's unfortunate it played out that way.
It really is, because, I mean, I'm sure the dude is a really good player.
Wasn't even bad either, for real. He was.
Well, I mean, later in the game, he was in coverage very well, because before, he was getting cooked. It was really bad.
Yeah.
And he started to fix up.
He was getting cooked. He was missing tackles. He started playing up close, and then he just got hit with some bad. What the last back shoulder was grossly.
Yeah, that was
still got mossed. but 24 had a rough game.
Well, speaking of Miami, what is your evaluation of them?
Before we get to do you want to get to where Indiana ranks historically? Should we save that for last?
Well, we'll say that right after this one.
Miami, I don't think they should hang their head high. Does it suck that they lost a national championship at home? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're Miami, so when you're a program like Miami, there's no moral victories. But at the same time, Indiana blasted every team in these college football playoffs, except y'all.
Yeah.
They matched up with Indiana well at the line of scrimmages. The difference was, you said it earlier, Indiana didn't beat themselves. Miami did. Miami had 2 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Indiana had 0. That block punt was crucial.
And like I was telling you before, huge. Bro, you cannot go 10-0 in the first half.
You had that
you
missed field goal.
You cannot start slow.
That missed field goal was costly.
Now the one thing I will say, the missed field goal did not drain their momentum because they came out in the second half swinging.
They did. They threw some haymakers.
So that is the one thing I will say you can put your head on for that one.
That's one thing. Miami doesn't quit. They don't quit. They fight.
You know, they were kind of struggling with the run, but they kept with it, and you had big runs.
They did.
You know, so that's they honestly stayed to their game. They stayed true to how the play call
Miami
was.
Brand of football, physical, smash mouth.
You can't even complain with their defense. Their
defense held up at the line.
Exactly. Your main guys at the line did their job.
Dominant.
You know, whenever it was more than 2 seconds to throw, they were already in the backfield.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, in the run game, for most of it, they did pretty well.
Did. Mark Fletcher, at times, was just a beast.
Yeah, I mean, that one, what was it, 40, 50-yard run? That was just...
outran the whole Indiana team.
That one was a momentum changer for them, too.
When Big Boy gets ahead of steam, he's gone.
Mm-hmm. You know, but it all came down to Carson Beck and his last throw.
Mistake. As a Georgia fan, we know when moments get tight, Carson Beck has a habit of making mistakes at the worst moments. At Alabama last year in that exciting primetime, damn near comeback, in this last college throw to be a woefully underthrown pick. Unfortunately, it's the story of Carson Beck's career. A good quarterback could never elevate his game to elite when his team needed it most. Because you see the all-22, the guy was open.
Yeah, you had Tony in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Tony was open, and then the guy he threw it to was open, but the ball was all right,
I can blame it on Carson and the receiver. The receiver wasn't even looking at the ball.
He wasn't looking. I don't think he thought he was the intended target.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a receiver. Mm-hmm. I'm running. I see 2 guys at me.
Yeah. But
I'm not thinking the ball's coming my way.
The safety got over late, though. The safety wasn't going to get there in time if the throw was on stride.
If it was on stride, yes.
Yeah.
But, like I said, well, for one, the corner wasn't even looking at him.
No.
He was looking at the ball.
He was playing the quarterback.
And then you have the safety who's playing me. That's.
Yep.
If I'm a receiver, bro, I'm looking at Carson Beck on the sideline. Why'd you throw that to me,
It was an impulsive. First of all, you had 40 seconds, plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
You got a first down, the clock stops.
Exactly.
I think it was 2nd and 3. Why throw a bomb in that moment anyway? That's just poor clock management. Why are you going for the haymaker that early?
Yeah, I don't know. That one was...
And it's unfortunate because Beck was making some good plays throughout especially the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that fourth quarter, he was actually making some good drives.
In the first half, he was horrible. He was holding the ball too long. He was missing open receivers.
Dude was frustrated.
I mean, at Indiana, they run a sophisticated... The thing with Indiana, they'll throw looks at you. They'll run these zones, and then out of nowhere, they'll play aggressive man, and then they'll just blitz.
Yep.
So they just throw a bunch of shit at you. You can tell...
Well, these are all experienced guys too.
So experienced, they know how to execute that shit.
Exactly. So that's what also makes it very hard.
And Beck struggles against zone a little bit. He has a tendency to hold the ball against zone. So you could tell he was overthinking it early. He didn't want to make that mistake early. So he was just patting the ball, holding it too long. Even when guys were open, Indiana just has a way of muddying up that damn picture. They just do.
Well, I mean, it was clear as day, boy. Them boys was... In that first half, it was a struggle.
It was a struggle.
I mean, like
0
I said,
points, 21 brothers, in the second half. Impressive.
What you be saying, Corey? Let me take off my belt.
That's what it was.
That's
what it was. They cranked it back. The little ricochet noise. That was all skin. The second half, you got to give Miami credit.
That was like Mike Tyson and like a Mayweather type of. They at some point, just going at it.
It was a big boss fight in the second half. Miami dropped 21 points in the second half. They were making plays on both sides, but at the end of the day, again, they didn't make the winning plays when they needed it. That 3rd and 7 before Indiana got a field goal range. You could have stopped there. You get a 3 and out. You get the ball back. You're down 3. You give up the back shoulder. The 4th and 5. You stop them there. It's 14-17. Instead, you miss the tackle. Mendoza has now that touchdown will be on posters.
See, all right. Before we go into where we rank Indiana, the one thing I gotta say is in the first half, Indiana going for it on 4th down like 3 times.
They were aggressive.
And then in the second half, you're playing more conservative because you have the lead. That's top tier coaching right there.
It's top tier. But they know when to take risks too.
Exactly.
That 4th and 5, they're up 14-17. You kick a field goal, you're still up 6. I think they read the room like Miami's offense has some momentum. We're going to have to keep scoring points to put the pressure on them to match, which to Miami's credit, they did.
Yep.
But Indiana knew Miami had a rhythm and they had to keep scoring. So
that's just good coaching.
Just well-coached team, bro.
All right, man. So where do you rank this Indiana team, bro?
I hate to burst Indiana's fans' bubbles, but if y'all think this was clearly the best team this year, for sure. I think I'll even say top 10 all time. Sure, I'll put them in the top. I'll say, I mean, they're 16-0. They dominated some talented teams. So if you want to say top 10, I'll hear you out. But Indiana fans saying this is a top 5 or best team ever, put the crack down. Let's get sober. Let's stop snorting cocaine. Let's put the crack down a little and think logically. Indiana, let me bring y'all back to where me and Hunter at. Earth, reality.
Oh God.
Let me bring y'all back to reality a little, right?
See, all
Let's
right,
be real. Are they as good as last year's Ohio State team, the playoff version? No. No. Jeremiah Smith, Abuka, Caleb Downs, those D linemen, those receivers, you had Henderson and the other back was a beast too. What was the other back's name? The other back he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns.
Quinton
Junkins, bro. Will Howard threw for over 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
No, you are not.
See, all right, I'm gonna tell you just how this is, bro. Are they a top 10?
I'll hear that.
I'll hear you out. Because there are some teams that
talk about
can battle.
The best coach team maybe ever? Yes. You heard it.
No well,
they didn't have one composite 5-star receiver.
That is true.
And,
okay, yeah. All right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Coach, yes.
I'll give you that.
They're older, don't get me wrong. That helped them.
Yeah.
But
now, I'm with you on this top 5.
Smoking. I mean, what's looking
Hey, now. What my man say? Stay off the weed.
I mean, let's just look at the last 10 years. Last year's Ohio State team, 2022 Georgia, 2019 LSU.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's the only team that I will say that, as a Bama fan, come on now.
Come on, man.
Alabama gave them one of the best, toughest games all season that they had, and we still got our ass kicked.
They went into Tuscaloosa and dropped 46.
So it's like,
and that was an Alabama team that had Trayvon Diggs,
Devontae Smith,
Patrick Surtain, Henry Ruggs, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy. Tua, Najee Harris. Who's the running back on the Packers? Josh Jacobs. Yep. They were all there.
Yep.
And they lost definitively. Like, come on now.
So, like,
come on.
If I had to say top 5,
you saw the Indiana player say they would beat 2019 LSU 24-21.
Boy, stop.
LSU would have 21 by halftime.
Yeah,
Fuck you mean
halftime by first quarter.
By the time
you don't understand.
By the time they got to the playoffs, no one was fucking with that.
Yeah, it was.
No one.
I mean, at that point, the teams that they were going against, you had the fans trying to boost up your teams, talking about you can do it, because that's what I was doing with Alabama. I was saying,
actually had a chance.
You got this.
The only teams that compete, there was only 3 teams that competed with. I'll say 4. Texas gave them a good game, too.
Yeah.
That was a good game. But the 3 teams that actually had a chance to beat them was Alabama, Auburn, and Florida that year.
Yeah.
And
Everyone else got their shit
NFL that rocked. Those teams had the line of scrimmage play and skill position talent to kind of get into a shootout.
Yeah.
Because you weren't stopping their offense. You weren't.
So, but like I said, if we're talking some other teams, I'll hear you out. I'll hear you out.
I'll hear.
Top 3, top 5.
That's when you're
Stop.
Stop it.
Stop.
There's levels to this. 2020
You know what I'm
Bama,
saying? There's just
20. People forget 2020 Bama's numbers were on par with 2019.
Exactly.
I hate to admit that that team was nasty.
I mean, you had Devontae Smith who go wing. Bonkers.
One Heisman that year. People say, "Oh, it was the COVID." I don't care. That was basically the same Bama team as 19, except Mac Jones instead of Tua. The defense was a little better. That was the difference.
So it's just
like, let's keep it a buck, man.
Like I said, top 10. I'll hear you out.
People forget 2018 Clemson was loaded. They would smack Indiana. I'm sorry.
And the thing that I will also put into it, if we're going to be given bar for bar, pound for pound, give me a experienced all senior junior team that's going to face them.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Because I mean, you went into Miami, you're playing young pups, and they gave you a fight.
That's the thing. Miami was the oldest team they faced, and the game was close. Funny enough. Oregon was young this year.
Yeah.
Young.
But I mean, if you're going against that offense, I mean, Tony was torching them.
Tony was unconscious.
I mean,
Tony was unconscious.
If you want to walk a game where he actually showed himself and said, "This is my coming out party,"
unconscious.
That right there. Because I mean, like we were saying on the interception last throw, brother was wide open in the middle of the field.
And knowing Tony, he'll get some yak after that.
After that game, or during that game, you can see he was getting at least 5 yards to carry. And that's on minimum.
Dude was getting open. He was probably the best slot receiver in the country as a true freshman. Dude was a problem.
So it's granted, Indiana, they did handle business.
They did.
You're
what they
an older
had to
team.
do, for sure.
That's one of those things that I kind of thought was going to be the factor. You're an older team and a very well coached team.
That's what I'm saying. You pair experience with good coaching. That's a hard combo.
That's hard to beat.
That's a hard combo.
A lot of talent can get you far.
For sure.
In which, in the second half, it did do them well.
It did get them far.
But that experience in the first half, once you build a lead, that experience is going to tell you, okay, I need to keep this lead. If I'm keeping a 1 to 2 touchdown lead, I'm feeling comfortable for most of the game.
Young teams, when they see a lead slip away, they panic. Indiana didn't panic because they've been there before.
Exactly.
So you could tell that experience kicked in. So experience, coaching, Indiana for sure up there. But if we're just talking raw talent, they ain't fucking with a lot of those top 5 teams. Let's be real.
You're really not.
Let's stop this. No disrespect, but please don't force us to do this.
Well, because it's also, you're talking about teams that not only did they have the talent,
coaching to go
experience,
with that.
and the coaching.
That's the thing, because we get into all-time teams. It's never just the players. They have elite staffs on top of that. Like some of those great Saban teams, you had Nick Saban, Brian Daboll, Kirby Smart, Dan Lanning, Kurt Signei. Kurt Signei was on those staffs. Like, those Bama teams had literally some of the best coaches in college football there right now. LSU had Joe Brady as passing game coordinator. Dave Aranda, who's now the head coach at Baylor, as defensive coordinator. These are some of the best coaches in the sport that these teams had. Fucking Ohio State last year had Chip Kelly as offensive coordinator.
As a offensive coordinator. Hear that again. Not no head coach, because Ryan was that.
Ryan. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's crazy. Even Jim Knowles, one of the best DCs in the country. Like, you need elite coaching staff. Because we compare to all-time great teams, Indiana would not have a huge coaching advantage against these all-time great teams.
Exactly.
They just winning.
And we're not discrediting Miami's coaching, because they actually are one of the best coaches too.
Earned a lot of respect, especially we get into online play. That's Mario Cristobal's baby.
Exactly.
He'll have the trenches ready.
Exactly. It's just like I said, it came with experience.
That's what I'm saying. Experience is the best teacher, and that's why the game was close, because Miami was experienced. They made mistakes. That was their downfall. Indiana didn't.
Exactly.
Now, I have to ask one more question. This is uncomfortable for us SEC fans.
Oh, don't do this to me.
Don't do this
to me, because I know this is where it's coming.
This is the 3rd straight year a Big Ten team won. And not only the 3rd straight year a Big Ten team won, For the third straight year, an SEC team failed to make the national championship game. The media pushing it, so I gotta ask it too for our audience. What does this mean for the SEC? Has the Big Ten surpassed it? Has the SEC fallen behind in terms of coaching? Like, what's going on?
See, all right, I'm gonna tell you just like how I've been telling you before, man. Mm-hmm. When you start to dig deeper into it, with NIL now, when you're thinking of the SEC, what team really has big donors?
Texas.
That's the only one. That is the only one. Every other SEC school is going off of brand.
It's like I always joke. Your buddy's Toyota owner was really the big boy funders for most of these SEC schools and the local restaurants and shit. SEC football was built on passion and the small town rallying around that football team because that football team ran the town.
And it's always the SEC. The South has always been about
That's
football.
why it just means more.
Exactly.
Because it does. I went to an SEC school. I went to Auburn. I saw how much Auburn football ran that town. It just means more.
And now you have schools like Indiana with a billionaire.
Mark Cuban. That's the thing. A lot of these Big Ten schools are tech bros. They're billionaire alumni, folks with deep pockets that SEC schools just don't have.
I mean, you got SEC where it's like, we got politicians.
That's what I'm saying. LSU is probably the only other school because their politician gets involved in the program.
Exactly.
So Louisiana's the one state where the college football program is bigger than the NFL program. As big as the Saints is, LSU is bigger.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
That's just the way it is. But even then, like Hunter was saying, those Big Ten schools, man, they have more money.
They
just
really have the money. So
that's what it's about now. How deep are your pockets?
Exactly. And now where it's like, all right, as an Alabama fan, right now, I'm looking in my pockets.
That's what I'm saying.
So, you want to play for the brand?
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why Saban kept pressing y'all's donors because he knew those Big Ten schools were whooping y'all's ass when it came to NIL.
Because, I mean, when it starts to come down to it, bro.
They have deeper pockets, bro.
Pockets ain't going to feel the passion.
Michigan and saw it against LSU when they just outbid LSU.
Yep.
Bryce Underwood. Once they got to 10 to 12 million, LSU's didn't have their NIL. That's the thing. SEC teams were slow to catch up to what they needed NIL wise. SEC, for better or worse, were arrogant. They thought the brand itself would still sell elite talent to come into those schools. No.
Now let's be honest, all of us did.
We did.
Because even Alabama, I know we ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Like you got schools who have like Texas oil
money. Texas Tech.
you got oil
money.
Georgia. Now, granted, you're not gonna throw out money like it is, but you still have the money. Georgia, bro. It's Atlanta.
That's what I'm saying. Georgia, we have pockets. We're not deep pockets. That's my concern. I joke with Dylan, who's a Tech fan. Tech might have more money than Georgia does.
Oh, yeah, that's
because the technology, they're in Atlanta.
Yep.
They have some big money donors. So that's our concern. Like, our NIL isn't as sexy as it could be. But it's like,
you're not in the boat of Alabama.
They're suffering. I mean, they got stuffed in a locker this portal season because they didn't have the money.
Well, I mean, we did build in the trenches.
You built in the trenches.
So that's one thing that is.
I mean,
those
left
one
because A&M offered them more money. That's what it came down to.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
To a degree, high school is still mostly fine. SEC schools will still dominate high school recruiting because a lot of those kids grow up in the South and they grow up wanting to go to SEC schools.
Yeah.
So that part won't change. In the portal, that's where
it's over.
That's where
it's over for us.
That's where SEC's, and that's why SEC teams get killed in the trenches when they go against the Big Ten, because Big Ten teams have older, more experienced guys where they built their lines through the portal, and a lot of SEC D lines are young now. They don't have the depth they used to have.
It's basically the tides have finally turned.
As the under the table deals that, let's be real, that SEC teams used to be able to make, everyone can make it now.
Hey, bro, I'm still not gonna admit that shit.
I'll never admit that. Alleged under the table.
Hey, you ain't gonna tell me that Derrick Henry, didn't get paid. But hey, I don't know that shit. I don't know. Where's the evidence?
I ain't seen nothing. Exactly. I don't know. If you got no evidence to show me, nothing happened.
Exactly.
And Todd Gurley came to Georgia for free. Don't ask no questions, bro. No question. Don't ask no questions. He wanted to be a dog. Let's just leave it at that. Okay. And Brock Bowers moved from Cali to Georgia for free. It ain't cost a dime. All right. It ain't cost nothing. Don't ask
he told his mama, "Hey, don't even worry about it."
He picked Athens for free over LA. Okay. Don't ask no questions. You know that boy Josh Pate, right? The one that does. He also mentioned this was kind of a tough pill to swallow point. SEC coaching staffs are filled with a lot of great recruiters. Are they filled of a lot of great talent developers? That's another thing SEC teams have to look at the mirror.
Well, okay.
Because Big Ten teams look better coached.
But to be honest now, guys aren't trying to develop now. They're just chasing the bag.
That's where, yeah.
That's where that's what the NIL has kind of.
But it's like, why does that hit the SEC teams harder though? Because Big Ten, they look better coached. They look more. You look at SEC teams. We're more athletic. I still think we're more athletic than Big Ten teams, but we're more undisciplined.
That's kind of coming with age as well.
If
you're getting guys that are 18.
Yeah.
Playing against guys that are on their last year of eligibility.
Eligibility. Yeah.
Goodness, couldn't get the word out.
That's what I'm saying.
Before going into the draft. Of course, you're going against a guy that's a third-round pick who's trying to up his draft pick.
That's a good point. I mean, you even look at this portal season. Indiana dominated the portal again. They dominated the portal again.
Which I do expect because their coach admittedly said that's what he wants to target.
That's what he's going to do because he wants to get older guys that you don't have to teach as much. They already know the game, so he could just
basically give them. Right. This is how we're going to run.
Just implement your system. You don't have to teach them the playbook or nothing like that because they've been in college. They understand what to do, their classes and all that. While SEC teams were younger. Kirby complained about that. A lot of over half our team was freshmen and sophomores. The depth isn't there in the SEC anymore. The guys that aren't sitting behind to be backups are going to the Big Ten. That's the scary reality. I mean, look at the 2 D linemen for y'all that entered the portal. They both went to Ohio State.
Yep.
So it's like, SEC teams got to look in the mirror because if it's 4 straight years next year, the SEC team.
That's actually going to really hurt.
That's going to hurt the brand.
That's going to really hurt us.
Hurt the brand.
Because, even you have ACC who's, obviously Miami's, they're going to be their thing.
Right.
But, it's the ACC. They're still, all right. The way that I've always told you, when you look at each conference, what are their big dogs compared to the little dogs?
For sure.
ACC still got big dogs.
Yeah.
You got Clemson who...
Clemson's still Clemson.
You're still going to be able to recruit there.
Clemson, if Dabo...
If he decides to recruit, but that's the big brand.
Yeah,
you should be able to get something going.
Virginia Tech with Franklin, I think they'll be in a position.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen.
Be the most stressful offseason the SEC's had in a while. Because I make no mistake, those donors, the towns seeing a Big Ten team win another natty, that does not sit right with SEC schools.
It really doesn't. And I honestly feel what is crazy is how you have a team that like Indiana, they traveled.
They did.
You went to Miami and...
I've never seen this many Indiana fans, bro.
You outdid Miami's fan base.
At Miami.
That is crazy.
That's wild. Like, imagine if a natty was in Atlanta. Ain't no way in hell Indiana fans would outnumber Georgia.
No.
Zero chance.
There's no way.
Zero chance. Even if that game was Florida and Miami. Florida, Indiana. There would have been more Florida fans than Indiana fans. There would have been. Because the passion in the SEC is different. That's why I would still die on that hill. Indiana. SEC still has the most passionate fan bases in the country. They do.
Yeah. That's one thing that I think will never die down. You do have some fan bases that obviously...
Now, they also have the most toxic fans. I admit that. Just because the passion.
Yeah.
one loss. Fire everybody.
Well, because that's all right. Let's be honest. We're used to us being in the top 25 nonstop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're used to seeing SEC in the top 25 nonstop.
Look
this
at
year,
any preseason poll, over 50% of the teams are SEC.
Exactly, and then you go into the end of this year, you still have that.
You still have it,
and you can't get it done.
You can't get it done, bro. It's because a lot of the teams in the SEC that were supposed to be big dogs, along with Bama and Georgia, underperformed this year. Texas underperformed. LSU underperformed. They were both supposed to be playoff teams. LSU fired their coach.
Yeah.
Texas, they started out a little too slow and took a little bit too long to get going. So it's like you said, yeah, we were still in that top 25, but we didn't dominate the top 10 like we should have. That's really what it was.
So, I mean, like you said, bro, this is going to be an off-season where it's
interesting off-season.
A lot of these guys are going to be looking in the mirror.
You have to.
You
have to.
You can't be the brand and then fumble.
You can't be known as the biggest brand in the sport and you haven't made a natty in 3 straight years.
Yeah.
2 is an accident. 3 is a trend. Some gotta change, man. Even though I like shitting on my SEC rivals, not seeing the SEC represent, and that's one thing. Us SEC fans, we're not as tribal as Big Ten fans. I know Big Ten fans will celebrate another team winning a natty.
Yeah, no.
They'll celebrate.
I'm
like, I'll never celebrate no other SEC team.
I'm not rocking like that.
I'm not doing that.
The one thing that I will do, like you said, if it's SEC against ACC, SEC against Big Ten, I'm more than likely support the SEC.
Oh yeah, I'll support the SEC when they match up with other conferences.
But am I going to do anything crazy after that? Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a one game instance. Congrats, I'm out.
Exactly, because then it's like, all right, next year you're on my board and beating the shit out you.
We're rivals again. Don't let this one day of cheering for you be, unless they're like actual rivals. Like as a Georgia fan, unless they're Florida.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. No. You ain't getting that. Or unless they're Bama, because I went to Auburn. I can't cheer for Bama.
Yeah, it's like Auburn. I can never do it. Exactly. I can never do it.
As it should be. Or Tennessee. You probably can't.
Boy, you know it damn well. What that man say? The color orange just makes me mad.
Yeah.
That's that throw up orange.
Yeah. I'm doing that. Unless they're like no love lost rivals, I'll rock with this because college football's better when the SEC's on top.
Yeah.
It just is.
I'm not gonna lie.
It just is.
It just feels better, bro.
It just feels better, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're biased. We live in an SEC country. We ain't gonna lie. We live in Georgia. But it's like, bro, I grew up on SEC dominance, bro.
This shit just don't feel right.
It don't feel right. See, I ain't gonna lie, it hit a nerve. Well, I mean, y'all made fun of me. I wore my Georgia jersey during the game.
Yeah.
I need some SEC colors during the natty.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I was about to wear my Bama jacket. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to, bro.
Like, who could have told us 6 years ago in 2026 Indiana's in the national championship game in Georgia, Bama, and LSU or not? Who could have told you that?
That shit don't right.
It don't feel right, man.
It just don't.
It don't.
But all right, man. All right. Even though this don't feel right,
no,
man.
it don't, bro.
So where do you think this leads for let's just say for college football? Where is this going to go down? Before we leave,
for sure.
Where is this going to go down, and how is this going to affect college football going into next year and the future?
I'll say just based on next year, unfortunately, man. I hate to say this. Right now, the SEC is not the premier conference in the sport right now. The Big Ten is. I hate to say it. Next year heading in, the Big Ten's going to be, fair or not, the league that's highlighted. The SEC will still get the ratings. They'll still get the primetime games for sure. We ain't going nowhere. But they're going to be the league that's going to get the benefit of the doubt. They'll probably get more teams. A lot of SEC teams will still be ranked preseason and all that. But they're probably going to be the team that gets the headlines. And Indiana, they're going to get that dynasty talk. You know, I don't know if they'll win another one back-to-back. That's just hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Especially in the NIL era, especially.
Yeah, apparently in the NIL, bro, you better throw some pockets out.
Exactly.
Shit,
right now, it's like who buys the best team nowadays? But it's like, And the portal's the wild, wild west. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think next season, the narrative, I don't know if you agree, is going to be Big Ten dominance. Colin Cowherd already boasted about the Big Ten on his show all week. So that's the narrative right now. It's out there.
What I gotta say about this?
Yeah, what's your thoughts, bro? Because I know this is hitting you as hard too.
This honestly is something where, like you were saying, with the start of the season, Big Ten is basically the story. They're going to be the story.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I see the SEC still having more ranked?
I do.
I think so.
I think so.
Now, will they be a top 10?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. But you're still going to have some teams that...
The two teams I will predict comfortably will be ranked in the top 10 out of the SEC were Georgia and Texas. I think they'll be ranked top 10 preseason.
I honestly think Bama could.
Bama has a chance.
Well, it kind of depends on the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
That I would think so.
And their D-line replacements, they got to answer some questions.
They could probably get in there. If not, then it's like 11 or
LSU's
12.
done some good work in the portal, but they probably won't crack the top 10.
Well, I mean, they would have to wait till like week 2 to kind of get a taste of it.
Maybe after the Clemson game.
Yeah. So it's like...
Maybe A&M. A&M has a shot too.
Yeah, A&M does. So I think we will still have ranked teams.
Oh, yeah. They'll still be ranked teams. But the days where SEC enters the year with like 5 top 10 teams preseason, those days are over. Because you're just not going to get the benefit of the doubt. The Big Ten will.
It's the NIL world.
Man. Let's be real. NIL killed the SEC.
Yeah, this era...
it just hurts. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here for players to get paid.
Oh,
that's
for sure.
One thing that
we advocated for that for years.
Exactly. So it's not where, hey man, I don't want you to get paid.
For sure. I ain't trying to pocket watch.
Exactly.
You know?
But at the same time,
it's how we got here though.
Well, I mean, my thing is, why are we allowing people like Mark Cuban to
that's my
put money in there?
There should be salary caps. There's no salary caps. That's the issue. Because,
I mean, there shouldn't... All right. No 18-year-old should not be making $5 million.
It's too much money. It's too much
you know what I'm
saying?
And it's like, listen, I'm not trying to pocket watch,
man.
But damn, bro.
The money Bryce Underwood got paid, it should never be that way for no high school.
That
hasn't proved it yet.
Exactly. That's my
crazy.
thing. If you haven't proved it,
that's crazy.
Like where Carson Beck got his money.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Proved it.
I'm fine with it. Dude won a natty with 2 of them.
2 natties.
One behind, not really being the... But one,
he had starts. He has an SEC championship.
Exactly. So it's one of those. I get that.
Right.
Now then you got people like that Nico guy that left fucking Tennessee to go to
he was pocket watching Beck. He saw Beck made that much. I want that now. It's like that's when it becomes an issue because there's no salary cap. So now everyone feels they should be making as much money as they can get.
Exactly. Now. So that's where I think there has to be something done there.
Because let's be real, if there's no salary cap, SEC's fucked. They just don't have the big boy donors that Big Ten schools. They don't know that they're not broke. They have people that have money, but they don't have a bunch of billionaire alumni.
Exactly. Because when you're talking about schools in the Big Ten, you're talking more of
Michigan's, Ohio State.
Yeah, you're talking about these IT motherfuckers,
that's
bro.
what I'm saying. Tech bros. like that's what it is.
Like, come on now, we got people from the SEC. Come on now,
SEC folks ain't going to Wall Street, bro.
Yeah, let's just be fucking for again. A lot of them are accountants,
car dealers, your cousin's bar that's popping on game.
And there's nothing wrong with shit like that. But they know in the South, bro, it's all about football and basketball and shit like that. Come on now.
When we went to the Georgia-Bama game, the whole town revolved around the game.
Exactly.
That's just what it is.
So that's where I think in the future it's going to be very rough for us.
It's going to be rough. SEC was slow because I remember I even did an interview at Auburn with an outside business that was helping with NIL, and he said he even told me straight up SEC's behind with NIL. He told me that was 4 years ago, so he knew it would eventually become a problem for the SEC.
And it has caught up
hard. We're seeing that.
So we're seeing that. It's going to be interesting. I mean, what would be the solution anyways? Because I mean, you're seeing where it's Yeah, that's the main thing, bro.
We need a salary cap, and again, SEC schools, they gotta get better coaching. They're getting a lot of recruiters.
So
you gotta find a balance between good recruiters and good coaches.
So all right, just how you got like Indiana and all these other schools, you got alumni coming to help.
And you see how well coached Indiana and Miami was. Was it not a tough pill to see those teams and say those teams are more well coached than anyone in the SEC this year? That's what hurts.
You know, again, like I said, it's because we're younger. It's because I'm going to only stand on this, and that is
yes,
because bro, talking down about SEC is so hard. It
hurts because I love the conference. I went to college in the conference. I have passion for the conference. A lot of my friends, SEC fans. But we gotta call it like it is, SEC family.
Man, you calling a spade a spade.
Like, damn, bro. Like, it hurts. So let's be real, it hurts to not see the most passionate brand in the sport 9-90 for 3 straight years.
Exactly.
Bro. Like,
exactly.
It just don't. My stomach feel weird saying that out loud, bro. It just don't feel right, man. It don't feel right, bro. It hurts.
All right, man.
And Big Ten fans are laughing at us, bro. They're laughing.
Hey, man, before we go, man.
How many tweets did you see about the SEC when Indiana won?
Bro, I actually stayed off of that.
I had to, bro. Because the jokes kept coming. The think pieces.
Like I said, it's one thing to kind of like the first couple years of NIL, I'm going to give you the pass. Because,
sure. Because it was the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, everybody thought it's the brand.
Right.
So
I thought that.
Like, why would you leave Alabama?
Uh-huh.
You know, now if you were one of those backups, and that's where it kind of hurt for us, we were like, all right, whatever.
It's
we'll get more. We'll
place you with the next guy. Then you realize the backups that left the guys behind them. Oh, y'all freshmen. There's no other classmate.
Are you over there?
Oh, dang, freshman, huh?
Oh, so it's just you?
Yeah. I'm excited about you.
You know, and then you're sitting there.
5-star.
Exactly. You're sitting there thinking, all right, you're a 5-star, but then you started look at him because he's talking about I want playing time. I'm about to leave, and you're like, whoa.
Well, you just got here. We just put you on a meal plan. You're talking about leaving already?
So yeah, it's. I honestly think at this point we have to either figure out the pockets, or we're gonna have to figure out like some rotations. Like it's
because my Bulldogs had 4 underclassmen starting in the secondary this year. 4. D-line, multiple freshmen and sophomores. Linebacker, multiple underclassmen. So it's like we're getting younger, and you fan bases we always push to play the young guys, but the whole
not
unit
like
being young, it's
not like this.
You want that balance.
Exactly.
You want young depth behind your more experienced starters. But when that young depth is being thrust to start sooner than expected because the guys you were expected to rotate in are now transferring, that's an issue, and that's what's been the issue with the SEC. We're too young. The only experienced team was Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why Ole Miss beat my Bulldogs. They were more experienced than us.
Yep.
So it's like, I think that's another point we missed. We brought it up, but that's definitely another point. SEC has to get back to being older. But the question is how?
Well, hey, man, it all depends on how you're going to be throwing this money around, apparently.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
That's basically what it comes down to.
And it still feels like too many SEC teams are treating the portal like, let me just add some extra depth, instead of going all in on the portal like other conferences are. Don't get me wrong, they're still going to the portal.
That is true.
They're still LSU went to the portal a shit ton.
Yeah.
So they spent.
It kind of just depends on
the situation, really.
Yeah, because like Alabama's situation, we had a lot of receivers leave, but for some odd reason we didn't really try to get anything. Yeah, we were obviously going into the trenches because we got a top 5 or a top 10 pick that's gonna be leaving.
Right.
You know, and some other guys that are probably gonna be leaving.
Right.
But it's like you were saying, you need to attack it, bro.
That's my thing. Georgia, we needed pass rush bad. You saw that. We had I think less than 20 sacks all season. That's unacceptable.
For Georgia standards, too.
Exactly. Like, our D-line, that's another thing. Our D-line has hurt majority in NIL. It hasn't been, let's be real, hasn't been dominant since Jalen Carter went to the draft.
Yeah.
And then this portal season, we didn't really go after any edge rushers. We didn't really go after any. We added the kid from Auburn, Amarius Williams, War Eagle. But outside that, that's about it. We didn't do anything else at a position that wasn't a strength last year.
Yeah.
So it's like, once again, SEC teams are kind of picking and choosing when to attack the portal for their needs. Texas, they went all in portal. They made a bunch of.
But they got the money.
They have the money. I don't even count Texas, bro. Texas ain't even a real. They're in the SEC, but they were in the big.
Just joined.
They just got here. They just got here.
It's one of those where, all right, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you ain't been in this shit for a minute, you can't qualify as struggling. All right, you still got the youth of. We're just a young team coming into the SEC.
We just got here.
You know, fuck you.
They're about to go into year 3. And if you haven't been in the SEC for over a decade, don't talk about the SEC. You just got here. You were in the Big 12.
You're not gonna be struggling with us.
No, exactly. You don't understand. We're broke. Okay, we are broke.
What they said at the lottery. That man said, "I'm broke."
Yes, bro. I'm broke. We got to these NIL battles for recruits. Texas Tech's offering $10 million. Pleasure doing business with you.
All right,
can't afford you. I mean, what are we supposed to do with that?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Especially, you got to spend towards high school recruiting. You got to allocate funds to high school.
Yep.
Then I got to allocate another 15, 20 million to the portal. That's too much to ask a bunch of car dealers. That is too much. That's too much. Once we get some Mark Cubans and shit like that, have Blake Shelton. We need country singers are big SEC fans.
You know what? Yeah, I need some country motherfuckers from Alabama to be like, you know what? We need to start helping these motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all do.
You know, we need like Quavo to help.
That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, like, Quavo for sure.
You know, like, hey, bro, come help the people out.
Because it's like we ain't got the pockets to compete with these big dogs, bro. That's what's scared. That's because the SEC scares shitless of the Big Ten, not because of like talent wise, but NIL wise. They know they done got the donors the Big Ten.
Yeah, I mean, because when. All right, I'm gonna say this before we actually
outside Texas, but again, Texas don't count.
I'm gonna say this before because we're holding this for a minute.
We are because it's like this is a big.
This is passionate though because it hurts,
bro. It do.
But like I was about to say, the only issue that I just really think that needs to be kept down from is. I just don't get where all of these Big Ten alumni, where it's like, all right, bro, if you are giving out money to your school, that's cool. That's I'm fine with that.
Donate to your alumni.
Exactly. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
But there has to be a cap.
There has to.
Because there's no way that you can... Just keep this shit going.
You give egomaniac billionaires the license to donate as much money as they want to their school. They're gonna send us shit ton.
Exactly.
Like there has to be a cap.
And like the only places that I feel that their alumni could actually help them is places in Florida.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're talking SEC, that's the only. I mean, think of Miami. You got Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis. Like you got
and
some
they're always
true
at
people.
the games.
Exactly. So that's some true donors that if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
Alabama, I mean, what we talking about, bro?
Isn't what's his name's son, Bear Bryant's son, your richest donor?
What's that one meme?
That's who's been hurt. A lot of SEC schools been hurt by NIL. Alabama's been hurt the most because they ain't got no money.
Bro, we don't have money.
They don't.
And that's hard for me to say because we didn't have to. Bro, when it came down to money, it was one of those.
Right.
Hey, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, hey, your family needs some rent money.
That's what I'm saying. You did kind of like a little like enough under the table, nice little deal. Plus, you get to be coached by Saban, and you get Alabama had an aura at the time that folks wanted to play there.
Exactly. Now
it's like.
I mean, at this point, we're just another SEC school.
That's the thing. Yeah, which is crazy.
I don't even know what to fucking say, bro.
I mean, they were the boogeyman growing up. Folks used to walk in the field terrified to play Bama. Now folks can't wait to play Bama. That's crazy. Even Georgia, we were the boogeyman. Now we went from being head and shoulders dominant to just a good team.
Yeah.
A couple years in. I mean, my brother always makes fun of me. We haven't won a playoff game in the NIL era. Not one.
At least I can say I have.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. That's why he always said, I can't laugh at Bama. Bama won a playoff game.
Yeah, at least I have.
Like, nah, we're 0-2 in the 12 team. We just are. The team that's made it the farthest in the 12 team has been Texas and Ole Miss.
Mm-hmm.
No other SEC team has made it past the second round.
And that's the second round.
That stings, man. That stings. That stings, man. That's just hard to say out loud, bro. Like,
you know what? Okay, we gotta wrap this up
because
we're at this point.
I'm about to cry, man.
It's tough out in these streets.
It's gonna be a long off season, bro.
But hey, we want to congratulate all the Indiana fans out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Congrats.
We want to congratulate our Heisman winner who won.
I mean, y'all entered a lot of new territory that y'all haven't got to experience as fans. So I know this was life changing for you.
Yeah, you know. For sure. So as us SEC fans, you know,
you have our respects. We were jealous of watching y'all. I mean, seeing how well coached, how y'all executed, how y'all didn't beat yourselves. Like, that shit was impressive. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it hurts to admit that again, but it's like, y'all were the best team. And y'all it played out. It hurts. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all earned this shit, though, for real. Big congrats to y'all. Y'all enjoy that natty. You earned it.
Good dub.
Don't have too much partying in Bloomington.
Hey, but don't think the SEC ain't gonna try to show out next year, because this
we have to, bro.
At this point,
we have.
You know, we're gonna. I know at least for Alabama, we're gonna be more experienced.
Mm-hmm. So are we. We're gonna be a year older.
You know, I mean, so it's just.
It's gonna be nice to have some juniors.
That's crazy to say too.
Right.
Like, to think about it, bro. The Big Ten used to say, at least we used to get freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got a 5-star quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
And then he ended up leaving his junior year.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's us.
That's what I'm saying. That's us now. Now we're the young team. That's crazy. Now we're the team where we don't have. Remember, we used to just fuck up teams with depth. No, we ain't got no depth.
I remember the days where we can put up our 4th string guys
and still smack
and
good
still
teams,
be up by motherfucking 5 touchdowns.
Exactly, bro. The second string, if they had to start a full year, it could be ranked. That's how good the SEC's teams used to be. Now the second string are freshmen, sophomores.
Shit, your first string are probably freshmen now.
There's a number of freshmen starting now for SEC teams. You like to see young talent starting. That's what you want to see. Ideally, you want young talent to rotate in.
Exactly.
You don't want to rely on a ton of freshmen playing grown-ass men in football.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on the D-line. You don't want to rely on that.
We had to learn that.
The hard way.
So, alright, bro. Now that we finally kind of get it all done,
Talk to me.
What is that starting 5, bro? Because like I said, I ain't got the energy right now.
I ain't gonna lie. Us going over the downfall of our beloved Southeastern Conference really got me in my feels right now. But I guess we gotta get enough energy to get through this starting 5. So you gotta subscribe for sure. It's one click of a button.
It's for free.
It don't cost a thing.
You know what does cost a thing?
What does?
SEC players.
Then we get them
Alright, if you'd like to see us crash out, you've seen the whole video all the way through.
Yeah, seen the whole
Go
thing.
hit the like button.
One click also don't cost a thing. If SEC fans want to join us in mourning, or Big Ten fans want to clown us, you can join us in the comment section.
You know, if you're an SEC fan that wants to clown the SEC,
which there are those SEC fans. Some SEC fans love seeing the SEC fail, unless it's their team.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen some ACC fans that love to see the downfall of the SEC.
Let's be real. Every conference that's outside the SEC hates the SEC.
Yes,
that's just what it is.
Because I mean, for the longest, we bullied everyone.
Bullied. This almost feels like karma.
It really does. I ain't gonna lie, it does.
When the big bully loses his aura, everyone's like, "Oh."
See, it's the fact that we took everyone else's lunch money. Now they taking our lunch money.
Hard.
They over there. Give me that shit,
what I'm saying, bro. It's like when fucking Debo got knocked down on Friday. all of a sudden, dude gets his chain back.
Exactly.
It's like now everyone taking turns punching us. It hurts.
Now, since you don't comment
and you
on
see the
all
pot
of
shots Dan Lanning was taking on the SEC, it's like now, yeah.
See, all right. So now that you don't comment down below and
sure.
all of our pain and suffering, and your success being in the Big Ten, and then your success in the ACC, just kind of doing what you're doing right now.
Don't get us wrong. We respect the Big Ten. We still hate y'all.
I hate you with a passion.
I hate the Big Ten. I can't lie. I hate
y'all. Before I did not care.
Y'all. I hate. That's what I'm saying. Y'all made it personal.
Because now it is personal.
Y'all made it personal.
I don't like none of you.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all made it personal as hell, man. Y'all did not have to go there with some of the shit. Some of the shit talk y'all said. It's like, man, take that back, bro. Some of the shit y'all said, man.
All right. So they don't comment down below.
For sure.
All I can say is follow us on everything.
Oh, for sure.
You got the Letterboxd, TikToks, and what's that last one?
Instagram.
The IG. The IG. Uh-oh.
Hey, follow those.
It's very simple.
Show love.
Exactly.
We're getting more active on the TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
We promise we'll get to posting on the Letterboxd.
Yeah,
that's on us.
That's something that we're still trying to we're working every little thing, it's a little spot. So just give us a little bit of time.
This thing gonna be flowing though.
Exactly, because as we're going, we're still growing.
We are,
and you're growing with us.
That's the beauty of this.
Exactly. So, but hey, man,
and then, ding. Almost forgot that.
Exactly, because I was just about to get into it, and you beat me to it.
I did beat you to it. See,
hey. Because if you want to see us crash out, you got to make sure you hit that bell and you watch right when we post.
You got to be there to see us crash out, because there was a lot we crashed out on this video. We had to get a little ran off, because you have to understand, we had to sit there quietly while our conference was getting shitted on for days.
But you didn't have to deal with the team that beat up on you just winning that. I had to witness that.
Yeah,
the motherfucker that just beat me won.
I ain't know Indiana fans talk like that.
Well, I ain't know that. But the amount of shit talking
that's what I'm saying, bro. I thought they were humble, happy. I'm like, damn, they talking like they want us now. Whoa.
See, because, they took a lot of notes from us.
They did.
All these years.
Man. We used to bully teams and fan bases.
Bro, the way that we used to shit talk them, I think they wanted to fuck us up.
That's what I'm saying. Karma hitting us like a train right now.
All them years, they finally get it.
That's what I'm saying. All them years we bully teams, stuffed them in the locker and recruiting. That's what's happening to us in the portal and NIL. Stuffed in the locker. Yeah. Even look at Tennessee. Tennessee's been getting bullied all portal season. They can't get a quarterback.
All right, man, we out.
I'm hurt, man.
We out.
Y'all take it easy and don't get us wrong. During the off season, we'll still have some college football content for y'all, for sure.